A management process is effective only if each risk is identified and prioritized and correctly classified. Hi, I'm Josh, and I'll teach the steps to prioritize risk with a control matrix. Recognize the risks. Before prioritizing risks, they have to be identified. Typically, risk managers create a list of threats based on past events and what they have learned from previous projects. Creating a risk management checklist in which the primary sources and risk factors are investigated is beneficial. The lessons learned are made up of threats that had yet to be considered during the planning phases of previous projects and somehow affected the expected results. Considering the impact these problems had on previous projects and preparing for similar results will prevent you from repeating the same mistakes repeatedly. This is important because unforeseen events, design errors, or omissions may occur despite having the best risk management plan in place. Although some risks are unpredictable and unlikely, these must be included in a risk and control matrix. That way, people in charge are assigned before the risk occurs. This risk matrix needs to be updated and revised frequently. After the risks have been identified, the impact and likelihood of their occurrence should be measured and ranked from most critical to least critical, i.e. prioritized. How to prioritize risk with a control matrix. The priority of risks may vary depending on the type of company or project. There are multiple quantitative and qualitative techniques to prioritize risks. The former include cardinal risk, probability, and time frame assessments, sensitivity, expected monetary value, modeling, and simulation analyses. Qualitative techniques for prioritizing risk include probability and impact analysis. A risk matrix is often used to categorize risks according to frequency and urgency. This is a risk management method that helps to systematize the process. Here's how to do it. 1. Identify the risks. Similar to recognizing risk, all the potential risks to the project must be listed before conducting the assessments. Improbable events should be considered. 2. Measure the probability. Each risk identified should be classified based on the likelihood of occurring. The scale for this ranking depends on the criteria established for each company or project. A scale of 1 to 5 could be used as values, with 1 being unlikely and 5 being likely, or simply by measuring them with a percentage. 3. Assess the impact. The impact of different risks should be classified based on the established guidelines for measuring probability. Of course, the impact can also change over the project's timeline. For example, an unforeseen condition may not have an impact at the beginning, so it would be classified as 1. As the project progresses, when it is close to completion, that condition may cause schedule interruptions or budgetary issues, changing its priority from 1 to 4. 4. Calculate the total risk. The overall risk associated with a given event can be calculated depending on the scale used to measure probability and impact. On this basis, risks can be weighed according to their probability as low, medium, or high. This way, the team will know which risks are most urgent. After calculating the overall risk for each event, stakeholders should consider the urgency of each type of risk. If all or most risks are high, they should be reviewed and reclassified. Remember that the objective of the risk matrix in Excel is to show what risks to focus on. Therefore, labeling all or most risks as priorities makes no sense, as the team would need to know which one to focus on first. 5. Update the matrix with the team. Many projects begin following an organized procedure with a solid risk matrix file, but the team needs to remember that this document exists as the project progresses. Since priorities and impacts change, failing to update the risk matrix is the main reason some risks emerge out of nowhere at the last minute. All team members must regularly update the control matrix for a successful risk management program. If this is done consistently, it will be easier to mitigate the impact of the risks. And we want to tell you something else. To prioritize risk with a control matrix, you need a technological tool such as Pirani. Discover all you can archive in a simple way with Pirani. In the description, I leave you the link to try Pirani free for 15 days. And remember, if you liked the video, you can leave us a like and subscribe to our channel and activate the bell so you can find out about new videos that we publish. See you in the next one.